maybe people should be vandalizing all cars that are worth over, let's call it $50,000. If you drive a car over $50,000 worth, maybe you shouldn't. Maybe you shouldn't. There's a whole eat the rich movement going on right now. Maybe you shouldn't be driving expensive cars. Just put that out there. Maybe you should all buy used cars. A used jalopy is better for the environment than a swastika car. Stop trying to tell me that, oh, I bought the Tesla because I care about the environment. Like, I'm sick of this shit. I bought a Tesla because I care about the environment. Bullshit. You bought a Tesla because it was a status symbol and because it was like driving an iPhone. That's why you bought a Tesla. You bought that swastika car because you thought it was cool, and that's okay. A lot of people buy stupid shit because they think it's cool. And maybe it was cool for a little while. It was a fast little car. It had like a big iPhone like directly in the dashboard for some reason. It had cameras around it, drives itself apparently. How it's so cool, right? Well, turns out not so cool because the boss over there is a Nazi sympathizer and we don't like it. But don't tell me, oh, it's the environment. Don't tell me that bullshit. We knew from day one that you had a larger carbon footprint by buying a new Tesla than if you had bought a used Camry. You could have bought a used Camry and said you did it for the environment, but don't tell me that you bought a Tesla for the environment. You're a liar. You didn't buy Tesla for the environment. I never believed it. We all knew the same thing. We all read the same articles when that shit came out. Remember when Paul McCartney had some other electronic vehicle mailed to him? Remember when that happened? And people were laughing about how the carbon footprint of just the airplane ride that car took in order to get to Paul McCartney was so much larger than it would have been to just buy a used car. Just buy a used car. Paul McCartney will not live long enough in order to offset the carbon footprint caused by his buying or being given that electric vehicle. It was a status symbol. They were trying to make a big movement because he cares about the environment. And so they tried it and everyone laughed. If you don't remember that story, look it up. But don't tell me that you bought a Tesla for the environment. Okay? I've got my bullshit meter is very, very sensitive these days. You bought it for status. The status of it has changed. Now you're being a bitch about it. Sell your Tesla, please. Don't feed me your lies that, oh, Tesla is all about the environment. I know. How was I to know that he was this horrible human being? Look, I always knew that Elon Musk was a piece of shit back when he was torturing animals or when he had that stunt with the stupid flamethrower. Only a Nazi would make a flamethrower and sell it to people. Give me a break. The guy is a horrible human being. He always has been. He's just another despot. He's just another oligarch. He's the richest man who ever was. And you bought a car from him because you thought it was cool. And you know what? We all do stupid shit because we think it's cool. Just admit it. Just admit it. I bought this Chanel bag because of the environment. Fuck you. Fuck yeah. I don't believe you for a moment. Thanks. That was my public service announcement.
Ed says ultimately it's Tesla owners like him suffering the consequences, not Elon Musk.
So if you're trying to make an impact or make a statement, do something more productive.
Why me? I'm just a collaborator. That's what all the people in the American Revolution said. I'm just selling British sugar. Why are you blaming me? Why did you have to tar and feather my children? Well, because you're collaborating with the English.
Activists, get out there and, spread your message in a more positive.
Oh, spread your message in a more positive way. This is positive, man. You're lucky no one's getting their heads chopped off just yet. I'm telling you, this is going to get violent. There's only one way for this to end, and it's violence. If we don't do something now, you know how when the plane goes down and in the movies and it's always like pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up. We got to be pulling up. We got to be pulling that stick back. Pull that stick because there's violence ahead. Stock market just crashed.
Positive way. Don't affect a random person and spray paint graffiti on their car.